Hello everyone, welcome to gradeup and welcome to our vocabulary series. Today we're going to look at fill in the blanks. I've chosen some fill in the blanks using the words that we've learned in our YouTube sessions. So those of you who followed me would know many of the fill in the blanks. If you're joining me for the first time, then you will also be able to figure out how to answer fill in the blanks in any aptitude test, especially in exams like CAT, XAT, and other management entrance exams. Alright, I'm Savitri Krishnamurty. I'm a VARC mentor at gradeup, and we are going to quickly, before we start, look at our YouTube session. This is our weekly session from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We are on 10 a.m. you have the daily editorial analysis, 11 GK, 12 VARC, 6 LRDI quant, some days 9 also quant is there, and 10 p.m. LRDI. So we are there. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel. Press the bell so you get notifications of all the class. You're done with the quant mega mock challenge. You're done with the VARC mega mock challenge. Coming up from 12th to 14th June is the DILR Mega Mock Challenge, the Data Interpretation and Logical Reasoning Mega Mock Challenge, which is the toughest section of the CAT exam, the most unpredictable section of the CAT exam. So this is the best way to find out where you stand in your preparations for CAT 2021. Okay, so all of you please register for the test and do take the test. Alright, on 12th June at 6:30, we will be talking to Harshit Kansal, and he will be telling you about success tips to crack NMAT, IIFT and CAT. Alright, hello Harikiran. This is part of our Achievers series where we are talking to previously successful candidates on how to do and what to do when you prepare for exams and how to prepare. Okay, hello Naitik. All right, let's start with the fill in the blanks. Now, whenever you're given a sentence which has blanks, first read the sentence properly and try to understand the meaning of the sentence. Try to predict what kind of word you require in the blank. At least try to predict, do I need a positive word? Do I need a word with a negative connotation? Do I need words which are just different in degree? He was not just mean, he was also cruel. Right? So, not just means the next word also will add to that. So, read the first one, and there are two options that students have often. This is something that I have used quite often, both in my classes and in my free classes. And I took it from the newspaper, so you cannot say, oh, why not this? But yeah, the options are closed. What do you think is the answer? After many Gmail users, it couldn't be held on Sunday because no slot was free. We'll try to do it today or tomorrow, whenever there's a slot free. See, it should not clash with other CAT classes, right? So very soon. I have the paper with me. I have it ready. So we will do it very soon. After many Gmail users reported dash of Gmail, Google has officially confirmed that the problem with the email platform was dash worldwide. Malfunctioning, malevolence, tyranny, or failure, first option. Second option, recorded, seen, spread, or witnessed. Now, malevolence, malfunctioning, wrong functioning. Could be malfunctioning of email. And this problem on the platform has been recorded worldwide. Can be very good. Okay. Malevolence means evil. Let me see where my pen is. Malevolence means evil. So it cannot be that. Google does not tyrannize you. Yes, Naitik. We will do it either multi or we will do it on YouTube or just the app. I don't know where the slot will be available. Okay. In another day, I will let you know. It won't be today because today I am not free. So it could be tomorrow maybe. So failure and witnessed also happen. So why A, why not D? Meena says it's A and Meena is right. Now why is it A, why not D? Malfunctioning of Gmail. Gmail did not function properly. It acted weird. Failure, Gmail wasn't there at all. Therefore, malfunctioning seems better than that. Okay, and this problem on the platform has been witnessed, seen, and it is there. So it has been recorded. So A is a better option than D. Alright. Okay. Question number 2. The idea of the festival is to bring a dash of plays from all over India to allow audiences in Guwahati to get a feel. It cannot be failure, right? To get a feel of how production works and what kind of dash is taking place in the outside theatres which are not from Assam. So put the options and see which one. Uh, Netik, I got a message. The analysis will be on the app. Log in to our app. Download the latest version of our app and log in there because it's easier when we do it on the app. Okay. All right. Question 2. Yes, I will. We will let you know. Make sure that everyone knows. The idea of the festival is to bring a dash of plays, plethora, lot of plays, spectrum, every kind, from one end to the other, throng, crowd, write up. Well, the write up would be the script of the play. It won't be the write up of plays. So it could be A, B, throng of place, people throng or crowd a particular place. So C and D don't look good. Nemesis is an avenger. Okay, somebody who is your enemy or somebody who takes revenge on you, or even something that you face failure all the time. You can call it your indignation means justified anger. Suppose I tell you guys class is at 12 o'clock and you're waiting and I don't take the class, then you'd be angry with me. So that is justified anger. So students were indignant when the class didn't happen. So will it be A or B? A or B? The second word is the one that will help you. The second word. What kind of imagination is taking place, can you say? What kind of innovation is taking place? क्या क्या नया नया चीज हो रहा है? So what kind of innovation, what new things are happening in theatres? Not in Assam. Therefore, plethora works that you got lots of plays from all over, abundance. But a better one is they showed all kinds of plays, the entire spectrum of plays, spectrum from one end of a particular place to another. And therefore, it is B. Got the hang of it, all of you? Good. Let's move to question number 3. While the world dash becomes more digital, we need to make sure that those who struggle or face problems don't fall through the dash in the meantime. While the world becomes inevitably becomes more digital, works evidently becomes more digital, works necessarily becomes more digital, maybe by and large becomes more digital, doesn't work. What the word we want here is an adverb, right? Therefore this won't work. So warped means twisted. So the world evidently becomes more digital inevitably, और कोई चारा नहीं है, or necessarily becomes more digital. We make sure that those who struggle or face problems don't fall through the ranks, fall through the cracks, or fall through the series. Fall through the series नहीं होगा. So which one will it be? A or B? What will you say? What is the idiomatic expression of not being noticed? To go away in the sidelines so that you are not noticed. The idiomatic expression is cracks, fall through the crack. Now, the word inevitably, there is no other way, inevitable, it is definitely going to happen. So, the word inevitably becomes more digital. So, we need to make sure that everyone is included and no one falls through the cracks. Now, you fall in rank, but you can't fall through ranks. Understood? This expression is wrong. Therefore, the idiomatic expression fall through the cracks means not get noticed, be ignored. right? Therefore, the answer is B. Clear, all of you? When the world inevitably, what is inevitable? Something that's definitely going to happen. Okay? So, digitalization is only going to get more, the world is only going to get more and more and more digitalized. Right? I have a lot of colleagues who did not change to the online teaching mode. See, teaching in a classroom is great, but online teaching has become an inevitable factor. There is no escape, right? That is inevitable. All right, understood. Necessarily first word goes, but the second word doesn't go for D, right? Okay. I'll let you do the fourth one. I will give you 40 seconds to solve it on your own. I'm not going to read it aloud. You read it and you decide. Okay? Your time starts now. I'll give you 40 seconds. Don't worry. Okay. Philosophical debates about common sense, however, reveal that there is no dash about what the phrase means. There is no consensus about what the phrase means. Consensus means one opinion. Everyone agrees on it. That is a consensus. There is no dissent about what the phrase means. That means everybody agrees. Okay. There is no squabble. Squabble means a fight. Okay, concord, again agreement. So it could be consensus or concord. Even worse, now we'll say, okay, it cannot be this or this. Even worse, so it's a bad situation. There's no agreement. Consensus or concord, dono kam karte hain. Even worse, it turns out that seemingly innocent appeals to common sense are actually hiding, masking controversial ideas of it. Confiscate means to take something by force, right? So answer is A. All of you got that? Excellent. Okay. Now, next time I'm going to give you 30 seconds. 45 seconds for a fill in the blanks if you take. It's too much. So let's cut down by 15 seconds. Okay, start. Okay, type in your answers. Key in your answers. Let me see. Though many in the US are dash and disheartened. So normally you'll say disappointed and disheartened. So some negative word we want here, which will match with disheartened. Disheartened means losing hope. Okay. By the lack of an effective federal response to the coronavirus pandemic, John Dewey, an American philosopher, psychologist, and educator, would not have been dashed. The second option will give you a clue to the first. This guy would say, "Isme kaun si badi baat hai?" This is something we all know. So he wouldn't have been surprised. Now, startled means to be totally taken aback. Okay. Look at A. A says, though many are defamed, you cannot be defamed. Government is doing an action. What is defamation? If you do if I say something very scandalous about you, then you say you are defaming me. You understand? To spread to spread negative tales about somebody, that is defaming. Okay. So many in the US are defamed. They are not defamed. They are disappointed. They are let down by the government's lack of proper response. Right? So defamed nahi hoga, defunct nahi hoga. What is the meaning of defunct? Defunct means something which is not functional. My phone is defunct. Matlab it's not functional. Not functional. So people can be either disoriented or bemused. Bemused doesn't mean amused. Bemused means confused. Okay. So people are confused and disoriented, confused and disheartened. People are disoriented and disheartened. Both mean the same thing. So this is correct. But John Dewey would not have been surprised, not startled. Suppose I say something. Suppose the class runs beyond 30 minutes. You say, "Ha, Savitri Mam ka class hai." I'm not surprised. Understand? Defame means to lower somebody, to humiliate somebody, to spread lies about somebody. So how can a public be defamed by lack of government action? Government didn't take action. आपको दुख हुआ, आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा, you felt disappointed, you expected more, you were let down, but none of those can mean defamed, right? So defamed and defunct doesn't work. Disoriented and bemused both work, but the second option, this is expected, I'm not surprised, you say. You don't say I'm not startled, right? You know this is going to happen, so you're not surprised. Startled means totally taken aback. It's a very strong word for surprise. Therefore, answer is C. See, it's all about using the right word, and therefore, in fill in the blanks, they are testing usage. What is used rather than which one is synonymous with the other one. Understood? Okay, question 6. Again, 30 seconds. Read all the options and then start keying in when I read the sentence. Done? Harpreet, I'll go back to 5 after we're done with this. Public cannot go defunct. Defunct means not functional. Therefore, it can't be. I think B is that option, right? It's said that knowledge is power. This is background information. The actual sentence is the hunger for power is dash and therefore most difficult to dash. The hunger for power is accumulative. It grows and grows and grows, and therefore most difficult to subsume. No, subsume is to include. So A doesn't make sense. You have to look at a sentence which makes sense. The hunger is enormous, but most difficult to apply. What does that mean? The hunger is more difficult to apply. What are you talking about? Applying hunger का मतलब क्या है? The hunger for power is empowering. Power is empowering. Is the hunger for power empowering? It doesn't make sense. Hunger for power is insatiable. Cannot be satisfied. Sated or satiated means totally satisfied. This is na atma trupt ho gaya. You're contented. You're totally satisfied. Insatiable, no matter how much power you have, you want more because it cannot, there is no end to it. Therefore, it's insatiable, it cannot, and therefore, because it is insatiable, this hunger only grows. So, the hunger is difficult to contain. Understood? The hunger is insatiable, it cannot be satisfied, therefore, it cannot be contained. The more power you get, you want more. You're hungry for more. Therefore, that hunger cannot be contained. Got it? Short sentence which created a little bit of problems for some of you. Many got it right. Okay. Next one. Little bit of usage, little bit of grammar. Keep the word and its structure in mind when you use it. Okay, and find out which one makes sense completely. Good, Harpreet. Good, Abhijit. Meena, Soumya. Oh, this is easy. Good. All of you got that pretty fast. Mountains and hills are a stupendous sight. Yes. Loving sight. Okay. Joyful sight. Absolutely. Fascinating sight. Absolutely. First option, all the words, most of the words. Loving sight, we don't say. I have always been encouraged. Yes, but you have encouraged whom? Right? If that is missing, this word won't work. I have always prepared to see it, doesn't make sense. Imagined seeing them, but not imagined to see them. That is wrong English. Therefore, longed, you yearned, you had this longing, you had this yearning, you had this deep desire to see it. So that is called I have longed to see it. All right, excellent, very good. Okay, next question. Again, I'll give you 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, the company which has raised $33.3 million in venture fundings has been dash successful in the consumer packaged good markets, has been seemingly successful, has been very successful, has been less successful, exceptionally successful. All four work. The second part, dash some people not really understanding how big a market the company is going after. Now, if you see this, there is no verb here. Some people do not really understand nahi diya hai. So what will you do here? If you say despite some people not understanding or whatever, it works. But if you say though some people not really understanding is wrong. Though some people do not understand, remember, you need a complete verb here. Except despite, which will act like additional information for all other words that I use, you need a verb. Though some people do not understand, that won't work. It says not really understanding. So a in spite of hona chahiye. In spite is wrong. Though some people are not really understanding, do not. We don't say are not understanding, present continuous. Okay. So as some people, none of these work. These don't work grammatically. Therefore, the answer is A. Got it? All right. Try this. Guess it. I'll tell you the meanings later. Try to understand or guess the meanings of the options, or at least you can get uh, the right one you can get, hopefully. Read it first as if you are saying it. Have your own words in mind when you look at the options. Yes, Sanket. We are having special Maharashtra CET classes also, both on the app and YouTube, but this is for all aptitude tests. It will be useful. Many saw the meeting as a dash and did not believe that the board members really dashed to solve the budget problem. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Many saw the meeting, a meeting ढोंग है. Board members don't really want to solve the budget problem. But they've called a meeting just to show meeting is there, but they don't want to really do anything to solve the budget problem. That's the meaning. Then which one will work? What's a gambol? Gambol is the word, it means hopping in a very joyful manner. It's the word used to describe the skipping of a rabbit. Rabbits gamboling in the field. So you see how rabbits just skip like that. That's called gamboling. So meeting as a gamble maybe, but gambol no. Okay. So evicted won't work. Meeting as a stoic nahi. You call people stoics. Who's a stoic? One who bears pleasure and pain without any complaint or praise. He bears anything that comes his way, not complaining about. That's a stoic. Okay, but many saw the meeting as a charade. What's a charade? A just a game, just a show. Okay, it's just a false act. It's an act, and the board members and did not believe that the board members had any intention or really intended to solve the problem. Got it? So they saw it as an act, as a charade. बस एक ड्रामाबाजी कर रहे हैं. They never really had any serious intention to do anything about the budget. ठीक है? So the answer is C. This is slightly tougher. Slightly tougher. I'll give you 45 seconds for it. Greenberg held that the dash of modern painting was the dash of all references to the visible world, and an emphasis on the painting's purely formal elements, the flatness of the canvas support and the colors arrayed across it. Arrayed means spread. If you see a table full of spread, full of food, they'll say what an array of food, arrangement, a spread. Okay. So did Greenberg hold that the objective of modern painting was the delineating of all references and an emphasis of the paintings purely formal? Delineating means outlining clearly. If that happened, then how will the emphasis be on purely formal elements? So you're saying that whatever it is removing all references to the visible world and focusing only on the canvas, the whatever. So it cannot be a, it doesn't make sense. If you say the objective of modern painting is delineating of all references, that means they are clearly outlining all the references of the visible world and an emphasis on painting's purely formal element. You can't have this happening together. So it doesn't make sense. The quintessence of modern painting was the refuting of all. Refute का मतलब क्या है? Quintessence means the essence or the main part, okay, the core of modern painting was the refuting of all references. Refute is to deny. So you can't have refuting of all references. You refute, suppose you tell me something, you refute a theory. You say it's wrong, I will not accept it, it's wrong. But you can't refute references. Either you pay attention to it or you ignore references or throw them away. So therefore the main defect hoga, Defect of modern painting was the extirpating. Extirpate means to root out, to completely wipe out. नहीं होगा. So the essence of modern painting was the expunging. Expunging is the removal. Extirpating is a very strong word and it is not the defect. It is a feature. The main feature or essence of modern painting is ignore all references to the visible world and only focus on the formal elements. The color, the canvas and what is on it. Got it? Okay. Next one. These are words that I've done. I've done ostentatious, I've done ostensible, fatuous. All these I've done in vocabulary classes on YouTube and the app. Okay, I've just put them together. The dash reason for the meeting was to review the budget. But the whole thing was really just a dash to get him to the surprise party. Read and try to understand what the sentence means. The dash reason for the meeting was to review the budget, but the whole thing was just a dash to get him to the surprise party. What do you think is the answer? Ostentatious, ploy, ostensible, ruse, fatuous, strategy, mendacious, excuse. What do you think is the answer? Ostentatious means showy. It was an ostentatious display of wealth. Showy. Okay, showing off. Ploy is a trick. Ruse is also a trick. Fatuous means stupid or foolish. So foolish reason was review meeting nahi hoga. Mendacious means false or untruthful. Okay, so it's an excuse. Do you need, you are somehow tricking somebody to come to the meeting. So it cannot be strategy, it is a trick. So it cannot be showy. So ostensible, I didn't give you the exact meaning. What is the meaning? Ostensible means apparent. दिखावे के लिए मीटिंग है. The ostensible reason cannot be mendacious. A person is mendacious. Mendacious is an adjective for he is a mendacious guy. Okay. So the apparent reason, दिखावे के लिए जो reason दिया गया है, apparent is ostensible. Real reason was, the thing was really just a ruse. Ruse means a trick to get him to the surprise party. Just a way. Okay. So excuse is, it's an excuse that you needed to go somewhere, but you can't say it was an excuse to get him to the party. And the problem here is there is an A here, so you can't use excuse. Got it? So the answer is B. All right, two more. Journalists are no longer part of the objective fourth estate. A cannot work. No, ostentatious. Ostentatious wedding. Ostentatious show of wealth. You understand the meaning of ostentatious? Showing off कि मेरे पास पैसा है. That is ostentatious. Okay. Ostentatious display of wealth. किसी के घर में शादी है, they do it 5 days. Then they'll say such an ostentatious, showing off, the cheap and showy way of doing something. That's ostentatious. Journalists are no longer part of the objective fourth estate. What are they? They are a or an dash hypocritical bunch thriving on political dash. Very, very critical of journalists. Not true about all journalists. So what is this person saying? They are what kind of hypocritical bunch? And they are thriving on political what? Ubiquitous means present everywhere. Intervention means suppose two people are fighting, you interfere. So it's like not exactly interference, but yeah, intervention is stepping in. Okay, there's a situation which requires you to go in and say something, that's called an intervention. Raucous Are they a raucous hypocritical bunch? Raucous means unpleasantly noisy. Okay, circumspection, thriving on political circumspection means carefulness. Okay, minatory means threatening. Pehle pad lo, which one works? Minatory means threatening. Political gullibility. Gullibility means innocence or the quality that makes everybody trick you. His gullibility led him to be tricked of so much money. What does unctuous mean? We did it in the last class. Unctuous means oily, flattering. So what are the journalists? They are an unctuous, hypocritical bunch. They are only thriving on political patronage. Patronage means support. If you have a political patronage, that means you have political support. Somebody is paying, somebody is your patron, somebody is helping you out. So the answer is D. Oh, what happened to the answer? There. All right. Next question, and then we have the last for the set. Like the dash part of an iceberg, the real purpose of the policy is not dash. Like the core part of an iceberg, the real purpose of the policy is not invisible. Like the submerged part of an iceberg, the real purpose of the policy is not visible. Like the intricate part of an iceberg, the real purpose of the policy is not present. Or like the complicated part of an iceberg, the purpose of the policy is not complex. Kaun sa hoga? Quickly. We're running out of time. Like the what part of an iceberg, the real policy. So which is the main part of an iceberg? The tip or the part which is below water. The main part of an iceberg is always below water. So just like the submerged part of an iceberg, the real purpose of the policy is not visible. Alright? Okay, next one. Last one. This is a cat question, so I thought some of them are cat, some of them are non-cat questions. Some I picked up based on the option. The sentences may be from past question paper, but the options we changed a bit. Physicians may soon have dash to help paralyzed people move their limbs by bypassing the dash nerves that once controlled their muscles. So, what is the thing about paralyzed people? Some part of their nerves don't work. So their muscles, the nerves cannot uh, give the movement signals to the muscles, so the muscles don't work, right? So physicians may soon have dash to help paralyzed people move their limbs by bypassing the dash nerves that once controlled their muscles. Physicians may soon have instruments that help bypassing the detrimental nerves. Detrimental means damaging, but harmful. Detrimental means harmful. Okay. The nerves are not functioning. How can they be harmful? At one point, they've done whatever harm. So they're not working is doing harm. So the nerves by themselves cannot be called detrimental, right? So they may have ways to help people move their limbs by bypassing the damaged nerves that once controlled their muscles. All right. So that was a good class. I thought all of you answered pretty well, but I would like you to look at it again so that you know all the words in the options. Okay. All right. Now, in June 21, these are the courses. I hope you will join some of them, one of them at least, or if you take GradeUp Super, you can have access to most of them. We have an NMAT comprehensive batch. We have CAT 2022. We have a SNAP comprehensive batch. And of course, the Maharashtra Rank Booster second batch will be on. Under GradeUp Super, you can have access to all these courses. 99 plus, weekday and weekend batch, CAT 21, 22, retakers batch, Maharashtra CET that's going on now, and exclusive batch for SNAP and TISNET, which again, I think I have a class today too. Alright, these are your teachers, these are the mentors at GradeUp who will take you through and land you safely in your probably schools. All right, in your dream schools. The super subscription plan, many of you have some problem in understanding, so this is given it very clearly. Interactive classes, mock classes, everything is included, and you have access to all the MBA courses with one payment. All right, and you also have free internet access. If you liked the session and enjoyed it, please press a like, leave a comment, share the video with your friends, and make sure you don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, join us on Telegram, and if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, do subscribe. Alright, I will see you very soon. Today at 7 p.m. on the app, I will be doing economic terms for economics based RC passages, terms that you have a lot of problem understanding. I've tried to take up some of them which occur, and I've also given you a passage where you can use those words and understand the passage better. Alright. Don't know, Abhijit. We have a CET course going on now. Part of the grade up course is going on. So I don't, they, but I am having classes for not CET. I'm having classes for CMAT right now. All right. So if you're free at 7 p.m., join me on the app for economic terms for economics based passages. I will see you.